Hey, Bald Eagle here with Fx4. Well, here we are. It's mid-March, and it's cold and rainy. We're not even hitting our averages this time of year, so I haven't been able to get out and do any fishing. So I wanted to take this opportunity to kick off a new series I'm calling Fishing 101. So to kick off this series, I'm going back to the beginning, back to the basics. And where that takes me is the Spincast reel. This is the reel I learned to fish with way back in the day, and this is the reel I'm teaching my boys to fish with until I can get them up to the more aggressive reels such as the spinning reel and the baitcaster. So in this video, let's start talking about the benefits of this reel and the features it has to offer. Alright, so let's start looking at the benefits and the features of a Spincast reel. As you can see, there's a variety of different styles out on the market, sizes, standards. These are all actually right-handed reels. With a Spincast reel, you have the reel located on the right-hand side. If you needed one on the left-hand side, you would actually have to look for the reel on the left. So this is a very easy reel to learn with. They were designed in order to minimize the backlash which you experience on a baitcaster and to minimize line twist which you would actually see more on a spinning reel. So what this reel actually features, it's got a hand crank and a bait release mounted on the back side of it. Now there are some features of reels that actually have the bait release up underneath, that you actually have it inverted on your rod. This one sits on top of your rod. But with this bait release, how you actually cast this particular reel is you hold that bait release in, which engages the release inside of the fixed spool, and then once you start your cast, you let go of that bait release to release the line, as you can see here. Now, obviously, once your line's released, you can crank that and retrieve that line in, and hopefully bring in one of those fish. Now, there's also a standard drag found on these. You can find them here on the top. Some of them actually offer a star drag on the side. This one is actually on top. And what that indicates is the amount of strength that drag system has. That's your internal drag. So that allows you to set that. You can loosen it as you would like, and you can tighten it. If you've got a larger fish than the amount of line that you're looking to have on here, see, you can lighten that up, tighten it. You can actually make it where it's very hard to pull that line out. And then obviously with your hand crank, you can crank that back in. So let me open up one of these and show you the inside. Here's the inside. So again, the spool is completely fixed. The spool does not turn. What actually turns is this cap on top of the spool, and you've got this little piston. This piston is what will actually bring the line around your spool as you retrieve. You can see that piston there will sit there and turn, and as it turns, it'll wrap that line around. Now, when you go to disengage that piston when you want to cast, you push in. Let's see if I can get this on camera. You push in that bait release, and you can see that piston is no longer out where it can catch that line, and that allows your line to come off of your reel. And then once you re-engage the reel, you now have that piston back up. So that's kind of a look inside. So you can get knots and such up inside the fixed spool, but with just a couple loosening up this and unscrewing it, you get full access. It's really easy to take care of. So that's the features of the inside. You can use anywhere from 4-pound test up to 8 to 10-pound test on these particular reels. I don't recommend 4 based on that little piston there. If you get 4-pound test on that piston, you've got a pretty good chance of breaking that line off. So I would recommend anything from a 6 to a 10-pound test on these reels. Don't shy away from them, especially if you're a beginner. They're great reels. They're very easy to use. They can haul in decent sized fish. I would recommend staying away from the character reels. They're just not built as well as you can find some of these standard reels. The micro Spincast is great for smaller kids, obviously just by pure definition of the size. It's a lot easier for them to engage this bait release than it is this larger one. And again, like I mentioned earlier, they do have a lower spin cast option that is great for young kids just wanting to get out and do some pan fishing. So those are the features and benefits of the Spincast reel. Thanks again, everybody, for watching the kickoff of Fishing 101 with FX4. Please hit that subscribe button below, hit that big thumbs up, share this video with your friends. You may also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Look for more Fishing 101 series videos coming soon. Until next time, see you on the water. Here, Fishy Fishy.